Today I unboxed this Fender American Ultra Jazz Bass. I should be really excited right now, but I'm kind of bummed out because every possible snafu that could have happened in trying to record this video did happen. But here we are. So what you're going to see, I will be demoing the various settings on the bass because it has two pickups, of course, noiseless pickups, active electronics. It's got a lot of tonal versatility. You're gonna watch some time lapses of me prepping it, swapping strings, oiling the neck, fretboard, which really probably shouldn't have needed to be done, but that was how it was. Yeah, switching the strings, put on tape wound labella flats. Well, they're not flat, they're tape wound. They feel flat. And you'll hear me playing some things, so let's check it out. So the reason I got this bass was that I returned the Schecter Stiletto Studio that I was very excited about with the video I did last month. This bass, it cost twice as much. I returned the Schecter, and I also sold another one of my basses to help pay for this. It's very nice. What can I say? The paint job is really cool. The kind of sparkly flecked pearl effect. Arctic Pearl is the name of the color. I love the block inlays. The rosewood fretboard, really nice. The back of the neck is a satin finish. It's not quite like the satin finishes I've seen on other basses. It's a little bit smoother and a little bit, not glossier, but it still feels very smooth to play. The binding is really nice. As I'm getting older, if I'm playing in a dark stage, I like to be able to look down and easily see the fret markers. Having the white binding really helps with that, and it just looks good, I think. So the main drawback I had at this point with this bass was that it needed to be set up, partly because it is 3 degrees below zero right now here in Minneapolis. I ordered this bass direct from Fender, so it was sent to me from Southern California a few days ago. It arrived yesterday morning. I did not take it out of the box until this afternoon and tried to give it time to adjust, but still with the climate change, I needed a truss rod adjustment, and there were some intonation issues, which I'm not sure if that was because of the weather. It wasn't just from changing the truss rod, but I adjusted the intonation, got things in tune, tried to get the action set up the way I liked it. Probably is going to need a little bit more of adjustment as it's getting used to these different strings. The stock strings are fine. They were better than the stock strings on the Schecter, but I don't like round wands, so I was going to switch them out no matter what. Overall, I think definitely you can't really go wrong with an American-made Fender. One thing that I was really thinking about with this that was interesting to compare was I have an American professional precision bass, and thinking about what are the distinctions between the professional and the ultra. I think in terms of build quality, attention to detail on the parts and everything, they're really pretty much the same. The things that make the ultra are, there's some visual things that you don't get, mainly the block inlays, but I think it's mostly the active electronics are what set it apart. And they work really well. And what I really like, since I'm not always a huge fan of active electronics, I like the fact that there's a active passive switch. The Schecter did not have that. So if your batteries died, you really had no option to continue playing that instrument in the moment. I'm going to give a short music clip to end this. It's an original piece that I wrote earlier last week. And I am using active mode on the bass with that, and I have the let's see, what did I do? I had the mids turned up just a little bit, and I had the pickup selector turned slightly towards the bridge, and so that's the sound you get in this musical clip that you're going to hear. So here we go.